We are at the Guild, which is the old Army Navy YMCA.
This place reminds me of the Cecil and Hotel Figueroa combined.
It's like from the Barclays here. I have your address written down right here. If they're the right numbers, can you turn that pink flashlight on?
Our camera just turned itself off. Off our camera.
Honestly, I wonder if she turned off our camera and left.
This just turned itself off.
I watched it. It literally moved. I saw it.
I saw it move too.
I have full body chills.
Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, we're Mackie and Amanda. I'm Mackie.
I'm Amanda.
And we're the Spooky Boos.
I don't know how to feel about this place. I'm just gonna start off with that. Tonight we are staying at the Guild, which is San Diego's old YMCA.
It's okay,
I panicked.
It's okay,
It's because I saw somebody in the little...
No, you did not.
I did.
Where? In the bathroom?
It was almost in the reflection of the bathroom because the way that the mirror is, you can like see the reflection.
It's like a frosted glass.
That's exactly, so it was almost just like, it wasn't in the bathroom and it had to have been in this room with us. Tonight we are at the Guild, which is the old Army Navy YMCA.
The Army Navy YMCA originally opened its doors in 1924 in downtown San Diego.
In the 1970s, it turned from a YMCA into a hostel. Which, every time I think of a hostel, I think of
Cecil.
That's exactly what I think of.
Cecil.
And then it operating from the 70s into 2014, right?
Mm-hmm. It was a hostel until 2014 when it was bought by the now owners who renovated for 5 years and reopened in 2019. This place reminds me of the Cecil and Hotel Figueroa combined.
Definitely Hotel Figueroa vibes.
100%.
The open ceiling.
And the Hotel Figueroa was a YWCA, the women's version
That's
of a YMCA.
right.
So it literally looks like just the ceiling, everything looks the same as Figueroa.
Well, if you haven't seen our Figueroa video, when we were at Figueroa, it's so crazy because Figueroa is also in downtown LA.
It's very similar, it's weird.
Where the Cecil is. I hope it's not connected
I
because
hope it's
Figueroa was a little negative for sure.
Definitely. And so it's a little nerve-wracking being in here, but
we're gonna be fine. This is a different vibe. It is a historic building in San Diego. There's definitely some history here.
we actually have kind of a weird story about how we found this place and why we ended up here. It's almost like it was meant to be. Like somebody wanted us here.
We were staying in another hotel down near here, and when we were driving just around San Diego, it's a lot of one-way streets. We passed this place multiple times, and every time we saw it, we're just like, that place is intense.
We had pointed out every time, we're like, oh my god, like look at the old YMCA, it looks like Hotel Figueroa.
It's got such a heavy vibe. Just it really drew us in anyways, but there's a couple other hotels nearby in the area that we've been really wanting to stay at. So we decided to splurge and get one of those instead. Or not even get one of those instead.
Like, we didn't even know this was a hotel. We thought it was just like an old YMCA building. We didn't know this was a hotel.
So we had talked about, we wrote it down or texted it to one another, and we're like, we're going to like search this up and figure it out, maybe try and get in. Turns out when we went to the other place that we were planning on staying tonight, they were booked up.
Even though online it said they had availability. So when we got there, they're like, nope, completely sold out. And we had to stay in San Diego tonight. So we're like, what are we gonna do?
So we started searching up hotels nearby in the area, and this place popped up. The old Army Navy YMCA.
And we were like, no way. It's like, it's meant to be.
It
Because
was fate.
the amount of times our GPS took us the wrong way and past this building, you're like, there's the YMCA.
Yeah.
We got here a few hours ago, and I feel like immediately you were seeing and feeling people.
Not even just me to throw you under the bus, but there was one point where we were sitting in here and both you and I were hearing a full-on conversation between two women.
It was so weird. It sounded like it was literally in this corner right here. Like, it went on for at least a minute where we're just sitting listening we're like, where is this coming from?
And it's like we couldn't make out what they were saying, but we could hear them distinctly talking.
Yeah. Of course, when you said you were seeing some people, I asked who was it and what type of people were you seeing?
I was seeing a lot of like, just seemed like younger. That's pretty much all I was picking up so far. Just like a lot of different energies. The two women talking was pretty. I mean, you heard it.
Yeah, that was really weird.
To me, you know, and I'm like, you know how, you know how there are times when I say it feels like I can hear other people talking when they're in the room with us. That's exactly what I hear.
Oh my god, that's so frustrating.
So, like, it was like,
but it's like the words were like not like you couldn't like no matter how hard you tried, you couldn't make out what the words were.
I hear that often.
That is
not often, but like when we do this, I'm like I can hear them. That's what I'm hearing.
Oh, the one thing I will say that was interesting when you were like, it seems like they're angry, and I was like, angry that we're here. Like you said that. You remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah. No. I do.
Okay,
I totally do. And I was like, but I was saying no to like they're not angry that we're here. It was more no. It feels like a residual kind of.
Okay.
Just I don't know. Like frustration is a better word.
Okay, interesting.
I just feel like they feel like frustrated.
Well, with that being said, there's not like any haunted stories that we can find at this moment, but it was more just one of those places where like
we needed a place to stay anyways. We were looking for somewhere haunted.
It's like you're just drawn here, so I'm curious to see what happens.
Oh yeah.
Like if someone brought us here.
Maybe there's a reason.
But besides the talking, can we just talk about how many taps we've heard and the stuff falling over?
That's been super weird. The stuff falling over. Can I say the stuff falling over started this morning at. Do you think it knew that we were coming here?
It had to have.
There has been more instances of stuff getting knocked over off of things here, and our bags getting pushed over, and stuff like we hear it fall and we don't even know what it is because we can't hear what hit. Like we can't find what hit the floor.
You're so right. I didn't even think about that. Stuff fell over like 3 times this morning.
Like bags.
Yeah. When we got here, something on the bed it was just sitting there, completely fell over. I was laying in bed for like an hour and something in my suitcase like full on just got pushed over inside the suitcase.
The suitcase was on the floor in the corner where we heard the woman talking.
Yes. And then the weirdest one to me is you had your purse on the table and your phone just fell out and onto the floor.
That was weird.
So we'll see what we catch.
Wish us luck.
Let's get started.
Wish us luck.
Bow!
Oh.
Oh my god, the second I hit record, it stopped.
You're lying.
We just placed...
It literally moved. I saw it
move too. We placed the cat ball down and it started going off and rolling back and forth.
I have full body chills. Can you please do that again? Oh my gosh.
Please.
I was on my way to set up another one.
Oh my gosh.
I've never been so sad. It literally moved. Okay, no, it's down. Literally.
Should we do a flashlight too?
Yeah, I got that too. I just had such a good feeling about the cat balls.
That is insane. Of course, and the second I hit record, it stops.
I've never seen it. It like started blinking again. I set it down and I waited for it to stop moving before I walked away. It was still blinking when I turned away, but I watched like the tail end of it stop blinking. And then when I got over here, I like saw out of the corner of my eye, it caught my attention again. It started going crazy and blinking. And I turned around and I was
oh my god.
And then it started moving. So it was blinking before it started moving on the table again, is my point.
Holy shit.
It's like it took energy before it took movement.
No,
like
totally.
Movement.
Okay, so while we're here, oh my god, and we had all that stuff going on earlier, we decided might as well do a medium video here.
Not even just to see what's been in our room, but to see what drew us here, you know?
That's a real question.
The fact that, was it fate? Or was it something else at play, like it was for the Cecil? Like something literally helped us get in. Did something keep us from getting into the... I'm not even gonna say
who knows? We'll see who wanted us here, why they wanted us here, and if we need to come back to do an actual investigation at this hotel.
That's a great idea.
Alright, I guess let's just start a medium session.
Okay.
Before we do, if any spirits are in here with us right now, can you set off any of our devices just to let us know? I guess let's just start a medium session.
Okay.
Before we do, if any spirits, let's just start a medium session.
Okay.
Before we do, if any spirits, we have the REM pod on the floor, and then we have this pink flashlight and the cat ball. So if you could tap one of them, let us know you're here.
Can you turn any of our devices on? If you want to open a line of communication with us. All of a sudden, I almost feel like something from the Berkeley is here.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I almost feel like.
Why do you think that?
I don't know. It's just like all of a sudden it kind of popped into my head. Like I feel like something is here, and I was trying to think like.
Flashlight. Are you from the Berkeley? Did we talk to you in the Berkeley steamboat? If we did, can you turn off that flashlight, please? I'll give you 15 seconds. Turn it off completely. There it goes. Alright, so we did.
I think I know who it is.
Is it the woman?
I think it is.
Okay,
I
alright.
feel like she doesn't usually leave the Berkeley either.
So we're special.
If you are a woman, I'm right, can you turn that pink flashlight or any of our other devices also back on? As always, we'll give you 15 seconds. It just feels very feminine to me, and I knew it was the Berkeley before I knew.
Oh. Hello? To the woman, you're here. Oh, flashlight went on immediately. Do you want to talk to us through the spirit box and through Amanda? Turn off that flashlight if you do. Spirit box and Amanda. Give you 15 seconds. There it goes again. You can take energy from our lights we have right here. She's trying.
She's gonna get it.
Perfect. She got it. Alright, should we whip it out?
Whoop it out. It was like the woman from last night, and I especially knew when she used the flashlights. It was like the woman from last night, and I especially knew when she used the flashlights.
Makes sense.
Like, because that's what we used to communicate with
Yeah.
her in the bathroom at Berkeley.
I know it was a little hectic when we were trying to talk to you through the spirit box, so maybe we can be a little bit easier, just us here.
I would love to try and get your name, if you could help me with that, because I feel like names are what I have the hardest time with.
Can you try to help with that flashlight? Okay. Alright, here we go.
Oh, she's like so here. You have no
She's
idea.
like ready to talk.
She's like, yeah, but she's like, like we could have a full conversation, like her and I. Like
Do you
if
see her?
I can like hear her, like feel her, but no, I don't see her.
Okay. What is she saying?
Like she's not volunteering anything.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like she's ready to talk.
Should I try to like ask her a question, see if you get anything?
Yeah.
Alright, let's just start. Let's just go for it. Can you tell us what your name is?
Sorry. I love how you asked that. I was gonna say out loud I'd love to try and get her name, her age, and then like when I thought like age, and like I'm like kind of like talking to like her and you at the same time, you know? I just like got this overwhelming thing like a lady never reveals her age.
Yeah.
And like it just made me like that's what kind of made me laugh out loud.
Alright, we won't ask that of you.
I'd love to know like her favorite color.
Okay. I'm gonna ask her, what's your favorite color?
We're gonna ask all these questions again
Okay.
through the spirit box.
Okay.
So I'm gonna like write down what I got.
Can you tell us what your name is? My name's Mackie, once again.
My name is Amanda. I would love to get a street address.
Flashlight.
I felt like she could do that one.
I feel like she sat on the bed.
I felt sick too.
The whole bed, like, it just felt like someone sat down too. Did you take a seat on the bed with us? You're more than welcome. Flashlights.
I'd love to get her like what her occupation was, and also like I said occupation and it felt super odd to say out loud, but when I like went to say job, which is what I thought when I was writing it down, because I wrote down job, but when I went to say it out loud to you, she like, and I already kind of was getting what her like where it was, and I'm trying to figure out what exactly it was, but she said like occupation instead of job, so that's why like I feel uncomfortable saying that.
Okay, can you give us a street address or which part of the city, as in a gas lamp, downtown, something like that?
This is a silly question, but did those exist back then?
Gas lamp for sure did.
Right. Do you think that's what it was called? I'm sure it was, right?
Yeah, I think so. Old town, like.
I almost feel like some of those names are kind of unfamiliar to her.
Okay. Well, are you from San Diego originally?
No.
Were you from San Francisco?
She was.
I heard a top too.
That was my pen.
Oh, okay. Do you remember the street name in San Francisco?
It was something earthy, like a flower, or like a tree, or...
Can you turn the flashlight on for which of these it falls under? Flowers. Was the street name a type of flower?
Was it a type of plant?
Okay.
If it was like a type of plant, like a tree or a flower, or anything like that. Which is where she needs help.
Oh my god, you're right.
If it was something earthy, could you...
Okay.
So that would be like sage, spring, like those are the ones that I'm getting, and it's closer to sage or spring.
Okay.
If it's one of those two or starts with an S, could you turn that flashlight back off?
Okay. Sage or spring. Okay.
Oh, I'm so stoked.
This is crazy.
Because now I'm gonna go if it was sage.
Okay.
I don't think it was. If it was spring. If it was spring, would you turn the pink flashlight on? If it was sage, would you turn that pink flashlight on?
Oh, okay. Sage.
I knew it.
Okay. So it was Sage Street.
I have some numbers written down on my page. If you're able to come and look at them, can you turn that flashlight off? Like if you can see what I have written on my page and let me know if it's right, turn that pink flashlight off if you're able to do that.
It's going off.
I know that she can because of what I experienced when I was young.
Okay.
All right, I have your address written down right here. These are the numbers. This is the street. Could you let me know if the numbers are right or close, even if they're not in the right order? If they're the right numbers, can you turn that pink flashlight on? I think they are. I just got total chills.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not right.
You're not?
I'm not. One of them's a 7, not a 1. Or a 2, not a 1. Or a 2, not a 7. Sorry. If that makes sense. Like this is where I'm struggling. Is it just this, or is it like this that's throwing me off? Do you know what I mean? So is this one not here, or is this one not here?
Our camera just turned itself off.
That scared me. Why did that give me such
bad
why did I
vibes?
get so scared, yeah.
I don't know. I'm setting this here just in case. That was weird, Amanda. Okay, if it's a 1, will you make the flashlight turn on? A number 1.
If it's a number 2, could you make the flashlight turn on?
2.
Right.
So you think it's 1, 2, 3?
No, I think that there's no 1. I think it's a 7.
7, 23. Is it 723? There's a knock.
Maybe there was no 7 at all and I was right.
Flashlight's turning off. Is it just 23? Turn it off if it's just 23.
Okay, so that got my mom on the first number. Is it on the spirit box?
Well, it could definitely just be a 2-digit address.
Really?
They have those weird addresses there in San Francisco.
Is Mackie right? Is it just 2-3 Sage? Does it look like something moving?
It does. Was it just 2-3? Okay. Are there more digits than just 2-3? Maybe it is 723. Are you still here with us right now? Did she leave when that thing came in that turned off her camera?
First, honestly, I wonder if she turned off our camera and left.
Interesting. Okay. Oh, flashlight's back on. Should we do the spirit box?
Yeah.
You
Let's
think
do
so?
it.
We can just ask like why, like who wanted us to come here
Let's
and
see.
should we come back? Okay.
Yeah, because that kind of turned into a whole other thing.
Yeah, it
Sorry
did.
about that.
Oh no, it's okay. This just turned itself off.
I watched it. Volume. AM, FM. Volume.
Why is it turning itself off?
Are the batteries dead?
I feel like we just put new batteries in here.
I feel like that too.
We can use a big one, I guess. It's not turning on at all.
We both felt really drawn to the big one.
We
too.
did.
Do you remember that?
Yes. All right, let's try the big one.
Flashlight, turn on.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Mute it.
What?
Mute it.
Like completely?
It sounded like something rubbing together.
Really?
Like this, but lighter. I don't know. It was super loud.
Why isn't this working now?
Flashlight turned off.
Saying
It
not
feels
doing.
totally different.
It does.
It's the spirit that's here with us now. The spirit that wanted us to come into the guild. Yes.
Yes. Is there a reason you wanted us to come here?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. What was the reason? Can you tell us what the reason was? You asked a different question. Were you here when it was a YMCA? First? That was the first time you were here? Did you stay here when it was a hostel also? No. I did not.
Yeah. What is it? Should we come back here and do a full like talk to you longer?
Yes.
Flashlight.
Yes.
Yeah.
If we come back to the guild, will you have a conversation with us again?
Yes.
Before we leave, can you tell us what your name is?
Yeah. Okay, we have to go, but do you want us to come back to see you? Yes.
All right.
Okay, we'll come back. What's your name?
I was gonna say German, and it's like pretty much.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
That's
I
crazy.
saw something in the corner of the room
Where?
it literally looked like it was standing inside the desk. Like
What
I
the
saw.
fu- Oh my god,
Yes.
flashlight.
Like I saw its full figure, but it was inside the desk, like half. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I totally know what you mean. Alright, well, I guess we'll do the outro. We have to go to another.
I
Okay.
hope your camera's still recording. Your phone.
Is it?